セガサターンシロ
What's up, everybody?
Hello, welcome, everybody. missing no in the house.
Still no Pat. Okay.
Missing no.
I don't know. It won't focus. It won't stay focused on the browser source. That's so
just
funny.
Like me, I just can't stay focused.
So, okay, that's weird. For that whole time that I was streaming, the little YouTube studio thing said no data. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I hope
we were
I'm
joking in the chat. Me and Night Relic H is like, he knows we're not live, right? It's like, hey, welcome to the SHIRO Shop. Like, hey, Dave,
No,
not live.
it took a second for me to figure that out because for some reason, for the longest time, I would just hit go live and it would start streaming, right? But now I have to hit the go live button again, and I don't know how to get it back to where I don't have to do that. There was a setting before, and now there's not. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I set it auto set for me, where it's just like, oh, you click on the.
Yeah.
You click on it's like in OBS, you just click on it, set it, and it's like you just forget it.
Exactly. Set it and forget it. But
guys,
what's up?
I'm getting a weird flicker on the show. Is anybody else getting this?
It might be my camera.
You're getting a weird flicker?
Like the entire screen is just going flickering every once in a while.
I'm not sure. It looks good to me.
I mean, every time I get the Castlevania Symphony of the Night image with death, it has that like lightning flicker. But that's the video that Nick did, like the little sizzler reel. Is that it, or is it still flickering for you?
No, right now it's not flickering.
I think it was just that video.
Plugging your monitor.
I think it was that crazy video that it was flickering. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, like what SHIRO Show would be complete without a little bit of technical difficulties.
TIs.
Is it TIs? I've been saying TDs.
Technical issues.
Technical issues, yeah. So we got Paul, we got Captain Hodden, Scotty Mo, Dragons of Saturn, Knight is with us here, Slow Coin, Double Dime.
My favorite car, STI.
David
Impreza
Zaney,
STI.
Tom Fun. I love seeing all these people. I recognize Danthrax, of course, and he's able. I don't know if he's able to chat with. Oh no, he said he's still working. Is that right?
He's
still working
overtime. He's twerking.
Poor guy. Retrospectors. Dan's here. Stuart Stapleton. We got AM25. Hey Albert, how's it going? And then the game show game. The game show game. Yeah.
The game show game.
And if I didn't say Paul,
can we be on the same game show game?
If you guys haven't done so, go ahead and thumb up the stream right now. That helps. And then if you feel like sharing it out with your friends, that helps as well. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm looking on the game show game. He has an image of rabbits on his shoulder. I like that.
Nice.
Send me pictures of your rabbits. They're cute.
Pictures of your rabbits.
And he has a parrot too, I guess. And like a stuffed animal. Oh no, he has a what's that? Who's the purple gun dude again from the Sonic Extreme demo? The one that shoots you.
Oh, you're thinking of the
purple one with this cowboy hat.
Right. Oh my God.
Game show game, you'll know who it is.
Yeah, he's the weasel. Knack, right?
Knack, yeah.
Knack the weasel, yeah.
Yeah, he had like a Knack the Weasel plush. Send that to me. I demand. No,
Pat,
I'm just joking.
tweet about the show. I forgot to do it. Danthrax says tweet out the show, and then he'll repeat it. Yeah, Knack the weasel.
Knack the Weasel.
While Pat is tweeting out,
directly to my email address.
While Pat is tweeting, I will unbox something on live television. I've got some
drugs.
It's drugs.
Dave, we're gonna get canceled. Don't do it, man. It's drugs. We're gonna get canceled, my dude.
We're gonna get canceled. It's true. Probably will get canceled.
I don't want. Don't.
See how far I can go.
Your hashish. Without sending me a little bit, I need to get my hashish on.
So I got a package here, and it says Fragile.
I think that's Italian.
I think it's Italian.
God, I can't wait to watch that movie again. I absolutely love Christmas Story. The second one actually was really good too.
I'm not gonna dox the guy who sent it, but it came from South Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where this package came from.
Can you read out the full address on the screen?
I'll read out the full address.
Just read out the full address uncensored.
Tracking number and everything.
Yeah, just let's get all the information out there. We need to confirm identities.
I'll tell you what.
Live on the
If
air.
it's destroyed, if it was destroyed and he did a terrible job packing it, then I'll dox him.
Yeah, just
And
joking.
our whole army. No, I'm just kidding.
FBI, we don't dox people on air, so
We do not. We try not to.
Don't arrest us, please.
Yeah, we really. So, does
I'll put your
anybody?
name
A couple
first.
of you guys know what it is, or if you were paying attention on our stream the other night, I mentioned getting this, but
Hey,
try not to cut my own fingers off with this thing.
I actually did get some stuff actually. As well, but I'll tell it after your stuff. I wanna
Okay.
learn about it. I'll tell you about my stuff next. It's not as important as your stuff.
Oh,
'Cause yours looks cool as shit.
of course yours is important.
The stuff that I got isn't as important. Yours is probably cooler.
Well, I don't know about that, but
cool.
did you
I
get
don't know, I
any?
think
Did you
it
get
is.
any more music? Did you get any? Because last week you had a drought of music.
Yeah, I actually got dollies.
You got more dollies?
Yeah.
Did you paint them yet?
So I started a new army. It's called Emperor's Children. It's like a melee focused army that follows
Lord.
Slaanesh.
Just
If
keep
anybody's a Slaanesh follower in the chat, give a thumbs up or devil horns.
All right, cool.
Let's see those Slaaneshi fans in the chat. Cool. I like this. I read cool more memoriams as cool more condoms. Yeah, we're all about getting those condoms.
Goodness.
We're all about protective reproduction.
Okay, this is not the way that he boxed this up. It's kind of one of those hack jobs where he took a box.
Speaking of STIs,
He kind of
funny.
took a box, and he
that's
kind
probably
of
what you're gonna get if you're Slaanesh.
made a custom box out of it. You know, to kind
A
of pack
box out
around
of a
this thing.
box.
Yeah, let's see if it pulls straight out.
I'm trying. I did Twitter. I'm doing Facebook now. Did you do Facebook or? I'm tagging your ass.
I got
Oh hell yeah! You got a Genesis.
a Model
A
2
Sega Genesis.
in a very nice pristine box. It's like smells
He's got
like
a
the
Genesis,
90s.
guys.
And I don't own, well, I do now, but I didn't own a Model 2. I only had like the high definition graphics, you know, Model 1. But this one takes up a lot less space, actually, on the shelf. Well, not a lot, but it takes up a little bit less space. So I'll have this and then the 32X on top of it. And I'm not going to open this up, but because that would be overkill. And I want to see what Pat has. I show you mine, you show me yours.
Actually,
Okay.
I just ordered it on eBay. It didn't come in yet.
But anyway,
But,
that's really cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I got it's these things called Noise Marines. They're like little tiny troops, except they shoot like sonic weapons at people, so like kill you with sound. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. I got the little models in. They're not painted up yet, so it's not really much to look at, but they're pretty.
I've been watching some documentaries, believe it or not, about Warhammer 40K and like Space Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, and like how the game goes all the way back to like the tabletop game, the Space Hulk tabletop game, and then there was like this early, I don't know, what was it, Amiga game of Space Hulk, and then
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
yeah, I
like
saw that one.
they remade it for the 3DO and for the Saturn and stuff like that, and it's really neat. And I started looking at, there's like so many other games in the Space Hulk series, you know, that's crazy. Like I am not up to date on all of the video games that have been released in the Warhammer universe, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. The cool thing is the original Space Hulk, the board game. You're able, or I guess technically it was Space Crusade. You could play as the Space Marines. You play as Necrons. You play as Chaos, and then Tyranids, the Gene Stealers, which are the main bad guys of it. But it's funny because 2 out of the 3 armies in there is the ones I play, the Chaos and the Necrons. I would not cut that playing Space Marines. Tyranids maybe. I like Tyranids, but Space Marines, well, at least the Imperium ones. I'm not a big Imperium guy.
Yeah. Scotty Mo, you said I'm a Pat fan?
You're a fan of me, yeah.
I
was
am.
confused there
I'm
for
a
a second.
huge fan of Pat.
It took me a second. He meant Pat the NES punk.
Oh, well,
It took me a little bit.
I listen to the CU podcast, but that's
Yeah,
about
we're
it.
both casual listeners.
To be honest with you, and you know, he might hate me now for saying this, but I never really have watched the Pat the NES punk stuff. I've only listened to the CU podcast because they've got a lot of like they've got like a lot of inside nods to like San Diego stuff because they're both from San Diego, and I like Ian. So I listen to that podcast, which is over now. So for all
you should
the
listen
good,
to the Mega 64 one. They're from Santee.
they are right. Mega 64. I catch some of their stuff every once in a while, but
Their podcasts are really funny, and they talk a lot about Santee. Like they went to the state fair. I forgot because they renamed it the San Diego State Fair, whatever.
the one at Del Mar.
Del Mar State Fair.
Yeah, the Del Mar Fair. We all just call it the Del Mar Fair, but it's the state fair. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually did recordings of going there and stuff, and like filming there. There's a lot of cool things. They do a lot of things around Santee, so
it's kind of not. I think so. But Del Mar is like a huge drive from Santee. Like Santee is technically my backyard. Sometimes when I type in my zip code, the certain systems confuse me for living in Santee. but yeah, Del Mar is like way the heck up. It's like a 45 or 50 minute drive up the freeway. But that fair is not that great anymore, to be honest.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Well, it's one of those things where all the rides are overpriced and you have to wait in long lines and the food is all junk. So I don't know.
Well, it is California after all, so you gotta keep that in mind there.
I was listening to somebody talk. Now I don't remember who it was. Oh, it was it was a YouTube channel. I can't actually remember who it was, but they were talking about going to the fair in 1996, and there was a tent. There was like a huge attraction tent, like they do at fairs, and it was the Nintendo 64 reveal, like around the same time as like Space World, right? So this was before it was released. But they had like a huge kiosk with like 20 Nintendo 64s that kids could play. And he's like, I bought fair tickets just to go play the Nintendo 64. I didn't care about the rides or anything.
I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, I used to do the same thing. Like I remember when the GameCube was being launched, they had it at GameStop, Game Crazy, and I would go there and I would play Smash Brothers like all the time until I got one.
Game Crazy, Smash Bros at Game Crazy was awesome. They used to have events. Like big events.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The one that I went to, the guys, it kind of was just like an afterthought. Like I remember I was playing it, and one of the store employees like, "Hey, keep it down. We're playing Madden over here," and like just turn the volume completely off on it. Playing it with me, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
like, people are weird, but yeah, I love it.
Was that Game Crazy in New Jersey?
Or no, that was in Arizona.
Oh, you were already in Arizona then. Okay.
Yeah, I moved in September 2001. So. Oh,
nice. Yeah. So Game Crazy in Reno, there were a few of them, but they always had Smash events. It was a bigger community. They had other events, but the Smash events were huge. The Melee events.
Yeah.
Because
I love Melee.
Those fans are so hardcore.
Yeah. Honestly, it's to this day I think it's still my favorite Smash Brothers. I had so many good memories of being in school and they brought it in. We played it like at like the last day of school.
Well, the controller feels so good. The controller feels so good, and the gameplay is so quick. Like if you're wired, it's hard to beat that.
It's funny. I think Nick is a huge fan as well. He actually plays Slippy and like does the like semi-competitive stuff.
Yeah.
Like Smash semi-competitive isn't my thing. Also,
Slippy, he plays Slippy. Nice.
That's that online one.
Question.
It's kind of funny.
Question.
Up?
Are you a Double Dash fan?
I actually never played that a lot growing up.
Oh, really? Okay. It's kind of weird.
I don't know. I never got it until much later. I was more of a fan of the 64 version.
Oh, Julian says, I strongly dislike the GameCube controller. I couldn't disagree more. I absolutely love the GameCube controller. The original one with those shoulder triggers are probably like the nicest feeling shoulder triggers of any console I've ever, the way that you kind of push them in with a spring and your fingers just like mold to the shoulder triggers. I don't know, man.
Hey, we agree on something.
We do?
Yes, I love the GameCube controller, and Double Dash is my favorite game of Mario Kart.
Do we disagree on so many things that you had to say that?
Yes.
To be fair, Knight disagrees with everybody.
Wait a second.
If you say that breathing's awesome, he's like, yeah, breathing sucks. Stop.
Okay, wait a second, Knight. We both love Shining Force 3, right? In fact, we love the whole Shining series.
No, Knight hates it. He just subtitled it so that way nobody can ask him about it again.
I actually don't like the whole series. I just like 3. And,
you just like 3, okay.
Just the Saturn saga.
Okay.
To be fair, though, the first 2 Shining Forces can be kind of rough around the edges.
There's got to be more that we agree on than just that.
Do you guys like Phantasy Star 2?
I Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I don't dislike it.
I never got into
I like Phantasy Star 4 better, but
yeah, I think that was the GOAT one.
Yeah, for
Dude,
me,
I really was thinking about that. I really want to get into getting online ready for Phantasy Star Online. Do like a stream, just like play it live and like level up.
What the
just
heck?
like a Twitch thing on YouTube. That'd be fun.
Papatsu says the GameCube pad is not very ergonomical. I'm like,
I mean,
it's like, isn't it like
best.
the definition of ergonomic? It feels, I don't know.
Well, no, I think he means the D-pad.
Oh, yeah.
The D-pad kind of sucks.
I mean, sure, the C stick is weird, and the D-pad sucks, but the shell itself, I think feels really good. You know what's not ergonomical? Here, this guy right here. Now, I love the way that this feels. I do, but look at it. I mean, who?
Yeah, like as much as I think the fact that you could still use the N64, the GameCube controller on the latest Smash Brothers it's like 3 games after you can use GameCube controllers. I mean, that should be a sign that they did it right the first time. Like,
I wonder what they
don't really.
Yeah. Oh, I always forget. I always ask myself, what were they thinking shaping it like this? And then I remember, oh yeah, it was supposed to be a steering wheel. It was supposed to fit on.
What were they thinking?
It was supposed to plug into that steering wheel thing and go like this, you know? Which that's better than some of these tiny little Joy-Con wheels that people are using for Mario Kart. So anyway, I digress. Pat, do you have any more updates before we get into news though? How was your week?
Pretty good. Somebody asked a question about the Pat the Ennis Punk thing. I just want to say that I do want to watch that. I do actually want to watch that documentary, The Not For Resale. So I don't think we addressed that. I do want to watch that because it actually looks kind of good.
What's that though? What's the Not For Resale thing?
It basically goes around the game stores and interviews them about like the rise and fall of the game stores and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's another documentary that Retro Ralph did. He did something like about arcades and stuff, or like he was like part of it. Like they invited him on.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the 2 people they had on there as well is Stormy Daniels. Yes, that's Stormy Daniels and Billy Mitchell. So I don't know.
Billy Mitchell.
Like just yeah, the guy that cheated at Donkey.
Sure.
Well, not cheated.
Got to get him and Carl. Got to get him and Carl Jobst in the same room together.
Box each other.
Yeah, in a nice ring there. You know, that would be a good match.
Yeah, but yeah. Besides that, just I'm got the new army set up. Gonna play actually right after the show. I'm gonna go play My Emperor's Children. If you guys are in Arizona and are by Games U, you can meet up with me and see me destroy my friends with it.
Nice. Hopefully the dude doesn't walk out on you. Right?
Yeah, just leave. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you said he just kind of had a bad attitude and he just walked away.
Yeah, like he rolled the dice. Like he didn't know how to play. Like roll the dice is like I'm done and just left. I'm like, all right.
Oh, like who does that? Okay.
Like I think because I talked to him afterwards. He actually just was having a really bad day. He couldn't see the rules right, and it's his first time playing the army. He actually subsequently got rid of that army since then, which is kind of weird.
Hey, Blue Moon, how's it going? Shadow,
don't get angry at Warhammer.
What's up?
Yo, everybody. I think we asked everybody's. I think we answered everybody. I think I missed one question. If you think you missed a question and I didn't answer, let me know because I remember. Oh yeah, the Canley Game Crazy.
Yeah.
Was attached to Hollywood Video. Just want to let you know that.
Papatsu is like, what about the VCD card? Can we improve FMVs of Saturn games? Short answer, yes. You can. It's been done. There's a genius in our community that goes by Trekkies Unite 118, and he's pretty much I consider him the compressed video dude because he knows everything there is to know about Cinepack. I mean, he's pushed Cinepack to the limits, like way beyond what folks were able to do back in the day. He's messed around with True Motion. He's messed around with Saturn Video or Saturn Film and all the various different video compression. So yeah, can you do it? Yes, you can. And he's done it in some of like Groundia and stuff like. The question is, I don't know that you could do it on every. Hey, the Sega guys. Is that James or is that Dan? Either way,
yes.
Sega guys are here in the chat, and you guys should go check out their podcast. Go check out their YouTube channel.
Yeah, the Sega guys want that. You can hop in the voice chat.
Yeah, if you guys want to, you're in our Discord. Come on and hop in our chat.
Come on, hop in the voice chat. Let's chat. Let's get some. Get some British perspective on the show, baby.
Absolutely phenomenal Sega content across the board. Interviews, retrospectives, great memories, and all from kind of a UK perspective. But I think that there's a lot of crossover. Like we definitely share a lot of the same opinions and views and stuff like that. So great content. Go check them out.
Go check them out. Get in the voice chat. Say James. I think it's just James.
Oh, it's James. It's James. Yeah.
James said Dan will be in his kip. I assume that means that's British slang for pajamas.
Okay.
I don't know. I know that I remember the UK show. There's that one. Was it Bananas and Pajamas? Apparently in Australia it's called Bananas and Pajamas. Like
really?
P-Y-A-M-A-S. Oh, Kip's bed.
Oh, he's in bed. Okay, Kip.
Yeah, they pronounce pajamas. I didn't even know, or panamas or something like that.
Oh, speaking of in bed.
Why would you do that?
Earlier this week, we had a late night stream, and some of us, I think Joe in the Midwest was like up until 2 or 3 in the morning. Something crazy like that. But we were all streaming. We were all playing Shadows of the Tusk. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were like up super late at night.
We were. I mean, it wasn't that late for me. It was like 10 or 11, but for you guys,
it was 12 for me. Yeah.
Oh, it was 12. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I kind of turned in late, but yeah, we had some folks on the East Coast. Dan was there with us too. Yeah.
I think Ray Cloud came in for the first time too. She was really cool.
Yeah, Rain, exactly.
Was it Rain Cloud?
Rain Cloud, yeah.
Yeah, because I know they have Rain Me, and then I thought that's who it was at first, but yeah, shouts out Rain Cloud. Shouts out, that was fun. I think Tom Fun dropped in too.
Yeah, Tom was there too. Yeah, that's right.
Tom Fun.
We had Tom Fun. I think Chronol was in there for a little while. We had was Double Dime there? Did Double Dime poke his head in? I don't remember. People drop in and say hi.
It was a fun.
But we had a room of like 10 people, so it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Double Dime did. Pop
he did. And the VOD is up on our website. You guys can check it out. If you watch it, it's not safe for work. Lots of language, but definitely it was fun. It was a fun time, and
Blue Moon was there too.
Blue Moon was there. That's right.
Shouts out Blue Moon 95.
Shouts to Blue.
Big Blue. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing that, and I do want to do that again. Honestly, I kind of like, part of me is like, maybe I should like do a stream where I play like Fantasy Star for a couple hours, just like Fantasy Star Online, and just stream me leveling up and just exploring it in Dreamcast.
If you do, I need to get a Dream Pie. I was talking to Joe, and really, while there are some convoluted ways to do it, really getting a Dream Pie is the way to go for, experiencing PSO again. Like I did it over a decade ago with the PC DC server. You have to like hack an XP machine and do a bunch of registry edits, and you're able to do it. But like nobody was on playing Dreamcast back then, at least in the servers that I was in. It was all folks on the PC or something like that. But and some folks were surprised that there was a Dreamcast in there. But now I guess a lot more people are doing it. So I need to get on and play some PSO with you, Pat.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be down. I think I have the Saturday free. I might just go and configure the my broadband adapter. And
right, because you have everything you need. Yeah,
I have it all plugged in. Like even routed the cable too. It's sitting right underneath there. It's a nice little white cable. So I might just do that, and like, cause I'm not doing because I'm doing Warhammer today, not tomorrow. But I'm doing some family stuff and hanging out with friends and popping some iron. Mm-hmm. So that's how I gotta get my muscles on. You gotta pump that up.
Pump it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't have a Dream Pie yet. Gonzalo, it's just one of those things I haven't bought yet. I just bought a new Genesis. I don't know. There are a million things that I want. I can't get them all at the same time. But unless you're Pat, you have loads of disposable
just burning income left and right.
Yeah, no, but it's all good. I am gonna get.
You have something better. You have a family and kids. I would trade that for that any day of the week.
What are you talking about? You're my family. You're part of my family.
Oh, that's fair.
Anyway, Saturn Bros for life.
Hell yeah.
But I don't want to get all, real with
Sentimental. We're getting real. Let's get real, Dave.
Let's get physical.
No, I don't want to do that. No. I like you as a friend, Dave. Not like that.
Okay, this is about to get messed up here. Hold on a second.
Watch the way your body talks.
Where is our
Hold on.
browser? Oh, there you go. Browser. Oh, it's all misshapen. There we go.
Well, that sounded more depressing than it should have. No, I'm only playing, but yeah.
All right. So, Saturn news. This
Saturn
isn't
is the
really
thing.
news, but we talked about this last time, I think, right? We talked about it last week that I was
We talked
uploading
about
this.
the Naomi. We didn't talk about my gaming story. That was
So yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. My gaming story isn't really news because I think I talked about it last week. But
I
what
won't
is
talk about it. So I listened to it the other day.
what is cool is all of the stuff that people have been saying, which I wanted to read. Gorilla Jones, he commented, and he had some interesting insights that I thought I would share with you guys. But where is his comment? That is the question. Oh, here you go. See here, because he was a 70s kid. He was like a 70s kid, right? And so his take was a little different. He's like, I'm a child of the 70s, and I remember going to Sears to get our 2600. Then a few years later, our ColecoVision. Just FYI, I was 15 when the crash happened, and it wasn't as shocking as everybody makes it out to be. My friends and I kept playing our ColecoVision and going to Spanky's. Spanky's and Arnie's Place arcades. We didn't even notice. The arcade was where it was at and I grew up during the golden age of arcades. Also, Nintendo swooped in so quickly that, to be honest, as a teenager, we didn't even notice the crash. We got our NES from the KB in the mall, and I can still remember the smell of the mall, that wonderful smell of food court next to KB. Like, that's Sears for me. The Sears was right next to the food court. And we drove home, my brother and I, salivating at the box and the couple games we got. I love Sega. It was the first console I bought with my own money at launch. I went to Toy Works on launch day with my newly minted checking account, walked out with my Genesis. 2 weeks later, I got a notice of overdraft in the mail. I'm like, what? What the hell is overdraft? I love it.
It's when the bank needs to give you more money to buy Sega games.
In 1991, I got a job at Cyberactive Publishing as a junior editor. Cyberactive was the publisher of VGA magazine. By 97, I worked my way up to the senior editor. My time in the gaming industry was the best time of my life. Got to meet and experience many of the industry heads and games that are now literal legends. The stories and backroom stuff that went on back then is really amazing, including things that people would never expect. Got to witness and experience the birth of gaming industry and heyday of the arcades and their death. The golden age of video games that was 1984 to 2006 is what he's calling the golden age. So, side note, before I continue, the Atari 2600 was kind of like the Nintendo Wii. Everybody and their mother bought one, right? Even a bunch of casuals bought one. And they bought it for like one or two games. Then the crash happened. So yes, if you were a gamer, like if you were an actual gamer like us and you liked playing video games, you didn't care about the crash. But if you were the, at least hundreds of thousands, let's just say several thousands of casual fans that just bought it for one or two games, and then the crash happened because there was all the junk, shovelware, you just threw it in a closet or you gave it away. Like a lot of people gave away their Wii, you can get Wii, you can buy Wiis, you can literally buy Wiis even to this day for a few bucks. You can get them broken for really cheap, but you can even get them in good condition for a few bucks because there were so many of them made and so many casual fans bought them and then gave them away.
We call them the Goodwill Special.
So I'm just saying, like, I feel like the Wii was a lot like the 2600. And while the Wii was a great console, it also had a ton of shovelware on it, So anyway, just saying. But I do agree with him that if you were a hardcore gamer, you didn't care about the crash. There was no crash to you as far as you're concerned. You kept playing. Anyway,
you play games. It's all about the games. You game.
Yeah. Death of Sega as a console developer still hurts to this day. I still love my Genesis, Sega CD, Saturn, and Dreamcast and play them to this day. I also have a soft spot for the Atari Jaguar and Tempest 2000. Hot take. No, just kidding. No, that's cool.
Jones does all interesting takes.
I can't really convey to you in words how amazing E3 95 was. We had a booth there, and we got to meet several of the heads and developers of our favorite game companies. It was the 299 conference, and all we could say is, oh no, Sega. I'd like to close with this. The death of physical media is a tragedy for gaming. Digital distribution hasn't been bad just from the standpoint of owning an asset that you can't sell, barter, trade, or collect. It has meant the death of the experience as a kid of remembering where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with when you first got your console or that special game. Those experiences are just as important as gaming itself. Like I said, I can still remember when we went to Sears to get our 2600 in ColecoVision. I remember holding that game box in the back seat with my brother, and my mom drove us home. The way we looked at that box and that wonderful manual, all of which I still own and cherish. With today's gaming, you have no legacy, no experience associated with it, none. Imagine 20 years in the future, two kids of this generation reminiscing about this age in gaming. Hey, John, remember when we waited 8 hours for that digital download and it was super buggy and we couldn't play it? Yeah, good times, man.
hey, nothing for nothing. I think I have to hard disagree with Gorilla Jones on that.
Is that right?
I literally have really great memories from like less than 5 years ago, like that I'm still with me. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, the whole amiibo thing that happened. I remember like leaving my job, taking a lunch break from my job, going over to GameStop, waiting outside of it, playing people with my 3DS. And making good friends, playing some 3DS games, getting my butt whipped at Smash, and picking up the amiibos, or when I stood outside all night to get the Majora's Mask 3DS.
Yeah.
And like I'd stood there, talk to people. We talked about the games we were playing. I played on my old 3DS a bit. Like there's a lot of
it's just different.
Good memories that can be made. It's different. It's
like
not
I think
bad.
Jesse is going to have good memories for sure. It's just going to be different than mine, you know. And it's true that we have a lot of these memories that are tied to physical things, right? I mean, I love record play. I love turntables and vinyl for that reason. I love the ritual of listening to music as an intentional and like something that you do purposefully, something that you do with intention. And it's not just about putting music on in the background, but it's about the act of listening to music, you know? That might be lost on some folks, but I mean, I think kids are kind of getting back into that kind of stuff. They're kind of exploring, you know, and getting into things like cassette and mini disc and stuff like that. You know, so
I think the big one is I was not sure what the example was. My brother and sister, like they're both Zoomers, and they could tell you they have some great memories of playing Space Channel 5 in the Dreamcast, like
nice,
because that's what I played, like because even like in 09, like I played the Dreamcast. I had a Dreamcast. I played all these games, and they have great memories of that. Like literally, I remember when we went to the Sonic movie. I remember my sister, oh look at that game. Oh, it's Space Channel 5. Oh, it's It's like all these other properties. It's Toy Commanders. Oh yeah, no, it's all those games we played. So yeah, so there's. Oh, I think he's joining up. Dan.
James Segaholic.
James.
Oh yeah, he can hop in here anytime he wants. Our fellow Scott.
He's right here.
He's right here. What's up?
What's up, James? Joms.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, mate. How's it going, mate?
Doing good. He's not Australian.
I'm not Australian, mate.
Mate.
I don't sound like
you gotta say mate.
Well, I mean, the other accent's just me seeing a bunch of curse words in a British accent. I don't think I can demonetize it.
No, that was a really, really good line in that bit you read out there about, you know, the experience and the memories that are attached to whenever you pick the game up, because like my best mate Sam, who I reference a lot on the pod because, you know, as you know, Dave, a lot of the kind of thing that we do on the pod is that Dan and I reminisce about growing up, you know, in that era of Sega and kind of going through from our teens, you know, through into our early 20s with Sega. And Sam, my best mate, is integral to a lot of those kind of stories around, especially the Saturn years. So he recently, for the first time in a long time, brought all of his Saturn and Dreamcast stuff out of storage, and he actually FaceTimed me, and he was showing me, you know, like Shining Force 3, Burning Ranger, Sonic R, Sonic Jam, Duke Nukem 3D, you know, all these games. He's going, look, I've got this. And the thing about them is that I can actually, we were sitting there reminiscing, telling stories. Oh, you picked it up in Game Zone and you got it for £10. Oh, you got that one in CA Games and it was £20. Oh, that was a bargain. Remember that? And what you said there about the fact that you remember not just buying the game, but who you were with, where you bought it, the memories that it brings back, it's all integral to that experience. And it is really sad that, as you said, 20 years' time, this generation of teenagers are going to look back, and even the whole event of going to the store for the midnight launch, it's just gone. You pre-order it and you wake up in the morning and it's maybe finished downloading.
Hey, not nothing for nothing, but with the way Nintendo acts with their stock, there's a lot of people that are waiting at midnight releases. Even 8 years ago, I had to do that.
Yeah. But it's just a shame, and I know the world moves forward and technology moves forward, and I don't want to sound like the kind of angry old man shouting at the cloud kind of thing, but
I am that angry old man shouting at the cloud. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a lot more optimistic in the ways. I even you out.
Well, that's good.
Dave's a kindred spirit. That's
well, no, it's just so I'm about to drop $70 on Tears of the Kingdom, right? And I know for a fact that whatever physical item that I buy is going to be very incomplete because day one, I'm going to pop it in and have to download a bunch of patches, right? And so technically I'll own the whole game as long as I keep that Switch and that Switch still works, I mean, of course, like through the advent of hacking and communities that preserve this stuff, hopefully there'll be some repository that you can download that stuff from, down the road. But again, like I'm not looking to Nintendo to make that available to us. I'm looking to,
Dude, I already have a great memory I'm about to make on that day.
Go ahead.
My sister, the Tears of the Kingdom are coming out the same day my sister's birthday is on that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna drive over to Target and I'm gonna, because if you get it there, you get like a little fanny pack thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get one with my sister and we'll do like a pose with it and we'll send the picture.
Nice.
So it'll be funny. We'll have a good memory of that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to post that in the, if you guys are SHIRO insiders, I'll put in the insider chat.
I mean,
it'd be cool to be able to see that photo.
So yeah, I think that it is true that the memories that we have may not be tied to physical things as much, but maybe more where we were, what we were doing, who we were with. That's the who we were with part is really important. And, I realize that a lot of us are not able to, couch game with our friends. Maybe we're separated by distance, but that's the whole point of this Discord. That's the whole point of this community is, and the, chat rooms full of people all talking over each other and streaming and having a good time because, it's
and connecting with dial-up modems across the country to play an old ass game no one's been playing in 30 years.
Exactly. Oh man. I mean, that's the sweet spot for me is just forcing this old hardware back into service, get back up and do your thing, I mean,
exactly. We're like, you ain't done yet. You get back online, you son of a bitch.
That's right. You're going to get back online and you're going to play these damn games in English. In English, you hear me?
In English, I say. In English.
You still there, James?
Yeah, he's still there. He put a chat in the thing.
Okay.
I do want to hear him talk about the game crash, though. He made a good comment. James, let's hear that about the game crash.
I don't want to kind of turn this into a kind of impromptu guest slot and just kind of try and take over your show. I'm just gonna
no, that's what we have you for. That's what we got you on.
We don't care. Like our show is so irreverent.
We say what goes.
We literally shoot from the hip. We shoot from the hip every week. So,
and hey, we saw the viewers. Also, we lost connection. I think.
Yeah. Well, so go ahead.
The video game crash is an interesting topic because, in the UK, as I said, we were pretty much, shielded from it because of the kind of 8-bit computer scene that we had at the time. So, it was more or less, Spectrum and Commodore 64 that were kind of dominant. Even at school, we didn't really know many people that actually had an NES. I think it was only one guy that I remember in school. Kenny McAlpine was his name. There you go. I even remember the boy's name.
Okay, McAlpine, son of a bitch.
And I remember I went to his house and I played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and I was kind of quite blown away by it. And then a few months later, I got like the Spectrum version of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and it was absolute. Can you swear on this show?
Sure.
Dog shit.
Sure. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yeah,
I love it.
Hey, it's come the Hero
such a bad
Turtles
game.
Super Star.
Such a bad game.
It's like Lilac Wars. You guys-
Wait, did they? I did have a question. So this is bugging me. Did they actually, when they did the theme song, did they actually have him go and redub it and say Hero Turtles every time that they said? Really?
Yes, he did.
I thought that was. I know the German one's different because they
Teenage
haven't
Mutant
re-recorded
Hero
Turtles.
Oh no, they
Just-
actually
no,
that's what
no,
we
it's
called
gonna be
this the full thing.
I don't know how to say hero, like Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle. I don't know. It's this hero in British terms.
It was something apparently about like ninjas being kind of outlawed and viewed as overly violent in the UK, so they had to change it to Hero Turtles. That was the reasoning for it, I was told. But
How about SHIRO Turtles?
I was going to say, Dave, you must have read my mind. I just thought that's another one for your logo for one of your future shows, because
It was not
I know
me,
what you've
Tom
been
Fun.
doing.
Tom Fun, your fellow countryman just said that. The SHIRO Turtles.
If there's a Photoshop, I better be Leonardo, or I swear to God.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to make that happen now. That's
Alright.
funny.
That's it, mate.
Because my favorite's Leo. What about you guys?
Oh, I'm Raph all the way. Like I've always been a
No.
Raphael fan because I like his temper. And he's you know what's funny? Okay, so my local card shop and toy shop, Rockets, they have all of these I don't know, they're like 10 inches tall or 12-inch tall like dolls, turtle what do you call that, Pat? They're action figures.
Action figures.
They're dollies for
Dollies.
adults. They're very overpriced dollies, but all of the turtles are like $50 to $75, but Raphael is like $150. I'm like, wait a second.
He's a man.
That's so
He's a man.
arbitrary. It's like, and the guy was just told me supply and demand. He was just like, people want Raph, so he's more expensive.
I put a poll in the thing. What turtle are you? Let's see who's the most popular turtle. Oh, we got a Raph already. Got a lot of Raphs going on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like all the other turtles.
Well, we got some Dons. We get some Dons.
Even the original artwork, though, they were all like red, right? Like all the turtles had red masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Raph is like the only original turtle, right? And he's got the size. He's got the size. And when I was a kid, I liked Raph and I like his size so much that I ended up liking, was it Melina from Mortal Kombat? Because she had size as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, a lot of Donnies in the chat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
surprised.
Donnie is my second favorite. He's the smart one, and he uses a stick.
I guess. Doesn't he do machines as well?
He also does machines. That's right. And it's like
God,
Cowabunga collection. Yeah, I bought it. It's great.
No, it's Leonardo does machines. Leonardo does machines. Donatello. No, or is it? No, Donatello's the lead.
Leonardo
Raph's
leads,
the leader.
Donatello does machines.
That's right.
Donatello does machines. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was Leo. Because
And
Leo was the
Michael
leader,
is a
but-
party dude. Michelangelo is a party dude.
Yeah.
But I just got, James, you mentioned the Cowabunga collection. I just got that on the Switch because we beat Shredder's Revenge. That was great. And I got the Cowabunga collection and the kids were playing it. They loved it. So it's really great. The original Ninja Turtles on the NES is still frustrating as hell. It's still brutally unfair, but that's okay.
All right, I think the winner was Dawn. We got Dawn, Mikey, Leo, and Ralph. Wow, Leo and Ralph tied. Dang, all right.
You
I'm
know,
surprised
I expected
too.
Leo in fourth because he just is such a wet blanket. You know, like he's so
come
serious. He's so serious.
He's got
Come
the
on.
dual swords. I
Of
mean, he
course.
has to be. He's the leader.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Sure. The toy was really cool. Like back in the day, the toy with the you had the little holder for the swords, but those swords would end up getting chewed up by your younger sibling. I don't know if maybe that wasn't a thing for you.
my younger siblings chewed on the GameCube analog stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I really want to play that one though. Is it good? The Cowabunga collection?
It's good. Yeah. I mean, like I got it for $20, so I felt like it was more than worth. I got it on like a sale at Walmart, believe it or not, and I wasn't even looking for it. I just saw it there, and I was like, oh hell, it's like $20. I'm gonna grab it, you know. But I mean, so yeah, if you can get it for a good price, I think that it's worth it. Get a lot of games there.
Did Pat just call the juicy stick a nipple? Yes.
Can't you get
kind of a nipple.
can't you get the Cowabunga collection on the Dreamcast as well? Like it does the emulation and everything.
It's like a pseudo thing. Like
Right.
they recreated it.
Yeah. No, but that's cool. That's awesome. I don't know how good the emulation is, you know, compared to like obviously It's going to be a lot quicker on Switch, I think. But
I can throw it on I can throw it on the mode and see how it goes.
It's not bad, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's I've got the GDMU and it's not bad.
Nice. Yeah.
Huh. You'll have to try that one out. I wonder if they can get the enhanced version of it on there too.
I mean, you could probably download a ROM of it, right? That's available, like an ISO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys made it available for free. So if you go on Dreamcast Talk forums, there's links on there and all that to it.
Nice. I'll have to download that. I know a lot of people are putting out really shoddy bootlegs on eBay on those. I see those pop up in my my recommendation stuff. So
Did Pat just call it? You guys, I'm not gonna read all the comments here. Anyway, check out this. Check out the My Gaming Story. It was fun. It was fun for me to make because, again, it was kind of an exercise in taxing my own memory and trying to get all these events nailed down. So I didn't keep making stuff up. You know, whenever I'd be telling Pat a story and I'd be like, it was one of those years, I don't remember what, you know. So it was kind of fun being able to like nail a lot of those events down. And now that I've done it, now that I realize there's a bunch of stuff I missed in that time frame, but I will do a part 2 at some point, and it'll be Dreamcast. It'll be like working at Circuit City, selling Dreamcasts, the PlayStation, the Game Boy Advance. I was just gonna
say we should do another part 2 for the Dreamcast.
Oh, we will. No, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff on the docket. It's got a ton of stuff that we need. So Peter's ready to record another editor's corner as well. So right. I got to schedule with you a Dreamcast one for sure, though. Let's have that be next. That'd be fun. But yeah, so check it out. And then I'm hoping that Pat at some point does his own, game story.
I do want to do one. I wonder if I want to, I'm trying to think if I want to make a video or not.
I told
like
James
little video stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. I'm not good at that stuff, so I didn't, but you could. I mean, it's extra work, but I just did the podcast format. But James, I was telling Dan, and this goes for you too, like it'd be neat if you guys did one of those too, like a semi-dramatic retelling of your childhood memories growing up and stuff. Well, I was really interested in Dan's story about, the shop clerk trying to push him towards Sony PlayStation and everything like that, That
was the two of us. We both had really, really similar experiences. That was what was kind of scary about that, is that, Dan and I didn't know each other until we met on Twitter and started this podcast. So, I'm up in Glasgow and he's down in Milton Keynes. And whenever we were kind of talking about the way shops behaved, I mean, I think I said on Editor's Corner that I actually witnessed a Sony rep in Comet, the chain store Comet, and he was actually rearranging the shelves, and he was moving Saturn stuff to the bottom shelf and moving PlayStation stuff up and taking a little kind of shelf kind of stickers with the kind of the slide-in logo labels. So he was moving them about, and obviously he goes to walk away, and I start picking up like Virtua Fighter 2 and moving them back up to the top shelf, and he just turned around and looked at me, and
He's like, "Are you serious?"
I'm like, I ain't taking this shit. It's like, so it was crazy that two people who'd never met until, I'm in my 40s, early 40s, Dan's his late 30s, and we had these kind of very similar retail experiences, and then other people were replying, either on Twitter or on the YouTube comments saying, yeah, that happened to me. The games on the Saturn would be downplayed. And I remember Game Zone in particular, there was a guy went in to look at buying a Saturn, and they had Panzer Dragoon running on a very small CRT, and he was mesmerised by it, and he went, oh, what game is this? And I always remember the guy in the shop with his big, stupid, shoulder-padded 90s suit jacket that looked about 6 sizes too big, like he stole it out his dad's wardrobe or something that morning. But he's like, oh, it's Panzer Dragoon for the Saturn, but it's not that good. Are you interested in Tekken and Ridge Racer at all? Have you seen the Sony PlayStation? It was like, I literally watched this guy totally try and persuade, and I still say, looking back at it, looking at the way Bad Influence kind of, we've spoken about that as well, the way that they just totally.
I must imagine the dude with a T-side accent be like, "Wait, mate, this is a piece of shit console. You just throw it out the fucking window. You'd be a piece of fucking garbage."
That's like half Australian, half Irish.
But for
it was my best T-side impression. It's kind of hard
for Panzer Dragoon for Panzer Dragoon to be right there playing in front of your eyes, and for him to say that, you kind of have to wonder, like, are you brain dead? Like, are we not seeing the same game right here? I mean, this is like freaking awesome, you know?
Exactly.
Like, do you have a pulse?
Yeah, there must have been some kind of, behind closed doors, kind of Sony using their retail clout, because I think definitely your chain stores like your Comet, Dixon, your big kind of electronic stores that relied on getting hi-fi, VCRs, CRTs, all this stuff from Sony, we'll give you a discount on X amount of stock for Sony Vegas if you sell X amount of PlayStations. I really think there was something. They had
more cards to play with. You know what I mean? Like, they had more angle. They had a greater angle. And then on top of that, it's like like a lot of stores, there was no incentive to sell Saturns because, like I said, when we were talking, like, it wasn't like they were going to end up selling a bunch of software. The software was coming out. It was trickling out, And it was like, so they were thinking, oh, if we sell PlayStations, we'll get more commission, because we will sell more software. It's just one of those things. I don't know how much it was like a brown paper bag with cash in it kind of thing, but it was definitely, a lot of folks have the same memories, that there was this incredible retail bias. And I'm sure that it comes down to, like you said, the very strong retail relationship that Sony had way before they even started making game consoles. But anyway, check it out if you feel like it, and let me know about your memories, because I'm actually really interested I'm really interested in folks leaving a lot of their sharing a lot of their gaming memories growing up. I'm interested in reading that stuff. I'm the kind of person.
Exactly. And I read them all as well. Like, literally, I just see the comments come and like, okay, I got nothing better to do. Let me just read the comments, and it's always good stories. I really like them a lot. So
for sure,
please post on that video, and I'll try to work on mine. I have some ideas of what I want to do. Mine's going to be very interesting though, because like I go from the Sega Pico to the Game Gear to the N64 to the Dreamcast to the GameCube.
That sounds amazing.
It's like a whole journey.
That sounds awesome. You should do it. I want to hear.
And all the PC gaming stuff. It's gonna be fun. And
this week, so moving right along, I talked about our live stream on Wednesday night. We stayed up late, and it was fun. It was lots of fun. Pat and I played live, and so we've all been, of course, coming on the heels of Joe, Sega RPG fan, and his Netband Tunnel that he released on the 28th anniversary. The 28th anniversary Sega Saturn game competition on Sega Extreme. Of course, lots of folks have been joining the community and playing their Saturns online. It's been a lot of fun. We have online tournaments in the SHIRO Discord. Double Dime or Slow Coin is heading that up. He's kind of like the, I guess you could say, the master of ceremonies. I don't know. He's the one that you're going to want to talk to if you want to get involved in the online tournaments. But so yeah, we've all been playing this game, Shadows of the Tusk, a game that before now was, at least to me, like kind of obscure. Like, a lot of the strategy and nuance of this game was obscured behind the language barrier. And Dan, retrospect,
especially when you don't know,
right? Like, okay, Pat pointed out the fact that you can do a lot of really stupid stuff in this game. Like, you can kill yourself if you want to.
I literally stabbed my own HQ and killed them, and like, I literally like did the blast wall and just killed half of my squad. I'm like, coolio, thank you very much, game. I totally wanted to wipe half of my fucking units.
It really doesn't hold your hand, and it doesn't there's no warnings where it says, oh no, you can't do this, you'll hurt yourself. No, it's just like, okay, if you want to do that, if you could sacrifice half your own units trying to take out the other people's units, right? So we really didn't know. There's a lot of like,
it didn't give you a warning. It just like doesn't even tell you. It's like, yeah, you die.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of cue cards, right, that come up, little warning or cue cards that are all in Japanese, right? And those are the parts that you would love to have be in English, because then you'd actually know the context of what you're going to be doing, right? Instead of just kind of trying something and then finding out what it does, which is exactly what Dan, Retrospectors, did. He played this game for over 100 hours. Check out his channel, okay? Retrospectors on YouTube deserves a lot more subs than it has, and well, it has a good amount, but it deserves more. And Dan
he's pushing harder than us for the online.
Oh my god, like, so that's the great thing. When I saw that Dan was doing that, I was like, okay, I can ease off a little bit, because he, like, for the last few years has really been covering like the VoIP and then the tunnel and all the Netlink stuff on his channel. And he played this game for over 100 hours and figured it out and unlocked every card character, and even provided us with a save, thanks to Knight compiling that as a save that folks can download through this article. And you can basically have everything unlocked, right? And you can go kind of have fun with the game without having to beat the campaign. Or you can just start out with a starter deck and beat the campaign. But either way, check out Dan's channel. He has a complete walkthrough here, very detailed. Also on here is a net play demonstration. This is the stream that Pat and I did on Wednesday night. We had a lot of fun. And then, of course, the coup de grace, or the momentous occasion that I wrote this article for, is that Knight just kind of decided that he was going to translate the game because he didn't want to bother Dan anymore, asking him questions about how to play this game. So he did. And it's great. I will play some of it for you here. In this tiny little window here, you can kind of see
tiny.
There you go. So all of these, what you can see here, all of these little dialogue windows, they're like hints, or they're like little notifications about what something does. You know, it's immensely helpful, especially because there are a lot of things that I thought did one thing, and it turns out they do something completely different, which kind of changes the entire context kind of changes my entire strategy. But anyway, so yeah, Knight is working on, and it does seem to have completed the translation for battle menu, option menu, and battle dialogue texts. And he just gave us another version of the patch today, so I know that he's still like kind of working through it. I don't know if he wants to comment. I'm going to give him open air if he wants to comment, but either way, I'll just say that he has no immediate plans on translating the campaign, the story mode campaign. So really, if somebody wants to see that happen and they're willing to do the legwork, they want to translate the story, you know, they may be able to. Oh, go ahead.
Does that save? So Perkin asks, what's the easiest way to get a download save onto the Saturn? That the one that you posted up there, that's like it's like you just load it's the game save copier one, right? We just load it onto an ISO and you just download it?
Yeah, so I have a satiator, and I believe if you had a Fenrir or something like that, if you have some kind of ODE mode or whatever, you could use Slinga's save game copier. You put the save file onto the SD card, load up the save game copier, and copy it over to your internal memory. That's how you would do it.
But is that the ISO of that Slinga thing, or is that just a BUP file?
That's just the BUP file.
Okay, you would just do that.
That is just the BUP file, I suppose. Maybe
you could.
I assumed that people, if they knew how to use that they would. Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe we can generate like a giant, basically a repository, just like the save game copy, just a bunch of save games on there.
Yeah.
And just like have like a whole thing and make it an ISO so they can just load onto even a CD and just load up what you need on it.
I guess we could create a CD, just a simple CD ISO image of Slinga's save game copier, or maybe he already has that.
We have that already.
You already have that. Okay, so well, then I just need to add that to the article, folks. If you are using a one of those little pseudo-kai carts, yeah, you're using like a pseudo-kai cart. Go ahead and download Slinga's save game copier as an ISO, burn it to a CD, old-fashioned way, and then boot that up, and then. But wait, how would they get?
It should be burned on the disk with it.
Yeah, it would be.
The ISO is in our Saturn online channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how would they get the BUP file? Would they have to burn the BUP file onto the CD as well? In like the.
No, it's already on the CD for us. I put it on the CD so that Pat could.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because I have the Fenrir right now, and it's kind of a problem.
Okay. Well, then that's the one that I need to.
Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Let me go pin that.
I saw that. I saw the ISO. I saw the ISO, and I did not know what that was for, and now I understand what that's for. So I will add that to the article.
Chat, so, it's pinned in the chat. So you just hit the pin if you guys want. And
Right.
It has the Tusk, save copy with Tusk, and then the buff is also pinned as well for that. So there's a couple options if you're on the Saturn. Well, that's a good reason to plug the Discord. If you guys want like resources and stuff, we have a ton of resources in Saturn online chats under online play in our Discord. The link is right there in the description. Click on that and go Saturn Online.
Yeah.
You're able to hop in, download what you need, download what you get. We don't host full ISOs of games, so that's the only thing.
No, we don't.
It's just save files and patches mostly.
But the cool thing about this patch is that it will work with both the retail, image of the game, and it'll also work with Joe's Netband Tunnel version. You can patch on top of that already patched image, and it will work. And so that's great because then folks can play online with it, which I think you're going to do, Pat, right?
Absolutely.
And I gave you the overlay, right? I gave you that overlay, right? So you're good on that?
I did not set it up because I'm stupid.
Okay, but I mean, I gave it to you, so you have that option.
I can do it. Yeah, that's an option.
Cool. So, I mean, this is amazing. This is great. And I love how pragmatic Knight is, that he's just like, well, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to translate this game. I guess I just have to find, because I've been like, this is one of those games that I've wanted translated for so long. And all it took was me having to bug Dan a bunch about the game for Knight to decide that he just wanted to go ahead and translate it.
Well, what really got me too is when you and I were playing, I'm sitting there with Google Translate trying to figure out these things are. I'm like, this is so terrible. I can't do this.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Well, then I'm glad. I guess that something good came out of that terrible match. Knight and I, for those who might be interested in playing online, I will say this game runs a little slow if you have really bad ping. So like Knight and I had somewhere around like 65 ping, and that it was a pretty slow match. But then when I connected to Pat's in Arizona and I'm in San Diego, we had about 40, and it was just like playing offline. It was great, So I guess
it was butter.
I mean, a difference of 20 ping is enough to make. I don't know, because again, the way that these games were engineered to work, the tolerances are kind of tight, and so a little bit makes a big difference. But
I like this Blue Moon Dave files and patches.
Files and patches, nice. My nose itches. I don't know why. Anyway, so anything else we want to talk about this article? I mean, just shouts to Knight. Please, nobody docks Knight.
I already did that, so it's a little bit late.
Well,
for
technically you didn't, because you just copy pasted from the README, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah. I can't really, we can't really blame you for just copying and pasting from a.
Blame Dan. It's his fault. He put the README together. I think. I actually don't know who put together the bulk / README.
Yeah, the bulk / README. Okay, so the bulk / README had Knight's name in it. Pat copied that into an article for the bulk / translation, and then what's it called? What's the site?
Some other article. It was the Time Extension.
Time Extension.
They did a great article.
Did a nice little article about scooping us basically on this whole thing, because I had not written up an article about it, and they put Knight's full name in there, and I guess they were under the impression that it was fair game because we had it on our own website. But anyway.
Yeah, it was just a miscommunication. I didn't realize Knight didn't want his name out there.
It's Greg's fault. Lacquerware made the README.
Okay, there we go. Greg,
we'll all beat up
under
Greg.
The bus you go.
Gotta throw somebody under the bus, right? No,
exactly.
We love Greg though.
No, yeah, but yeah, it was pretty funny. But either way, it's great they talked about it. I kind of like when media companies pick up on that and get more exposure to the Saturn scene, because like they're one of the big things that we need out there is more exposure.
The big news about this is, I think, aside from Knight translating another game and making it playable, is that this game is pretty good, right, Pat? Like, it's legit good.
Yeah, honestly, the thing is that I feel like it's like Warhammer, or like a turn-based strategy. It kind of reminds me of Warhammer-esque. It's more like a turn-based strategy game.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fire. It's like a turn-based Mega Man battle network almost.
Yeah. So I get good. I mean, and it's a grid-based thing, so
yeah,
it's not. It doesn't play like a tactics. It kind of plays like a tactics game, but it's different. Everything. It's a little different. Where a typical tactics game, you have like a map that has different different topography and stuff like that. This is just everything's playing out like on a chessboard essentially. But in between that, if you're playing the campaign, you have story progression via cutscenes and little, talking dialogues and stuff like that. But I mean, the artwork was the same guy who did Maximo. Yeah, Maximo.
I need to play those games.
Great artwork.
I always want to play them.
Yeah, it's great artwork. Arsework.
Arsework, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, check it out. And I don't know when whenever Knight decides that he's at a point where he wants to release this, then it'll be released. So just stay tuned is all I can say. If you guys are chomping at the bit to get a copy of this, just stay tuned and we'll let you know as soon as it's available. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was whipped together in 2 days, so
right.
I gotta go through and make sure the text looks good.
Exactly.
Shouts out Pizza Hotline.
Pizza Hotline, yes. Okay.
Got some banger tunes.
The whole patching thing confuses me. Honestly, it was really easy. Even now, well, so Tom Fum says the whole patching thing confuses him. Well, have we got a tool for you? Because Knight, again, our savior, our guardian angel here, created a thing called the Sega Saturn Patcher, which is supposed to alleviate all of your troubles with patching, where it basically just makes it a drag and drop affair. But even as it is right now, patching it manually using CD Mage is not that hard. I followed Knight's directions and I was able to do it in like 1 minute. But again,
same
for most
literally,
folks,
it's idiot proof.
For most folks, once Knight is at a stopping point with this, he's going to make an SSP, Sega Saturn Patcher file, and it'll be really quick and easy for anybody to do it. So don't worry about it. If
your brain, you'll be able to still do it.
Yeah,
I promise.
And again, the Sega Saturn Patcher is a universal tool that seeks to be kind of like a one-stop patching tool for all Sega Saturn stuff. It just sometimes small development groups choose not to work with him or not to. They use like the Delta Patcher or something like that, which is a little bit more convoluted. But the hope is to try to get all patches working with the Sega Saturn Patcher. So then it's just like a universal one-size-fits-all solution for a lot of folks out there who don't really want to have to get a degree in patching games.
There's an article even on our on the bulk slash article that we did. It's a full tutorial on how to patch it as well. So ripping it from discourse legally.
And we've got about 15 more minutes because I got to hop off and get the kids. But to wrap things up, Steam Gear Mash.
I need some Mash.
This is our Best of Saturn series that Peter does, where he like throws up a different game for us to look at and talk about. And actually, incidentally, Peter wrote a really great editorial, like a 6-page spread on this on our website a couple years ago, I think. And folks should definitely check that out. Have you played this game? It's an isometric kind of like platformer action game. Have you played it?
I played a little bit. I never really gave it the time, but it reminded me a lot of like I'm trying to think. What's that game? Record of Load. No, not Lotus War. The one with the mech. The one on Dreamcast. I forgot the name of it. It's one of those egg.
Elemental Gimmick Gear.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. You take command of MASH and work through several large multi-leveled isometric worlds in a platforming run. Oh, thanks, Malenko. He just dropped Deuce in the chat.
$2.
His $2 distraction. Happy Friday. He said he does that just to distract me. And
Good.
And it works.
Keep doing it.
Platforming run and gun. The story is of cheesy save the princess variety. Controls take a bit to get used to, but the game's charm helps win gamers over. Oh, and there are a few isometric shmup levels too. Fun Japan only romp. It's an easy pick up and play game, and you don't really need to know Japanese to be able to play it and enjoy it. So I highly recommend if you guys haven't.
It's hella expensive though, so
it is hella expensive, yeah. So I mean,
So go find a copy somewhere.
Just find a copy.
Find a copy. If you Google Steam Gear Mash,
a
Saturn Archive, you might find it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't condone it, but there's a chance that if you look up Sega Saturn Archive on Google and you click on the first result, and then you look in a list of games,
Yeah.
you could find it.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying they should download legally, of course, but if you you might find something if you do that. You know the internet,
Let's see if I can get this article that Peter wrote. There it goes. Steam Gear Mash Attack. So Peter wrote this article in 2021, August of 2021. And I mean, it's a deep dive. So, I mean, if you guys want to know more about the game and you're interested in a good read, because Peter writes really good articles,
Peter's
check
a
it
great
out.
writer.
And he also gives you some SHIRO challenges as well. So there are a few things that you can do to kind of extend your gameplay experience, but there you go. So that's Steam Gear Mash, folks. Takara, and programmed by Tamsoft.
They call
what
it
else
Steam
do they
Gear
do?
Burgers, Bangers and Mash in the UK, though.
They call it Steam
have
Gear
to-
Bangers and Mash.
And
Nice.
you might have to ask Segaholic about, or James about that one. He might know.
Steam Gear
He might
Toad
be
in the
able to
Hole.
confirm that. Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. Yeah. So do we want to thank our patrons, our patron saints of
No.
financial
I'm just joking. Yes, let's like them.
financial heavenly manna?
Financial security, so we can do cool projects for them.
Yes, I love Toad in the Hole as well. As bad as that sounds.
I kind of every time I think of something in the hole, I think of that the Steely Dan song "Fire in the Hole."
Fire in the Hole.
There's
Yes.
fire in the hole, but nowhere left to burn.
But archive in your Google search. How long ago Sega Saturn? Ghostware.
God.
Okay, you got it. Damn it! I'm
Yep,
sorry,
I
Pat.
do.
I should have had it. Okay, go ahead.
It's-
We have a
it's
new
cool. I
we have a
still
new
res-
patron, right? We do. Yeah.
Let me double check. We got massages too. Somebody sent the massages.
Come again?
Oh,
What?
someone sent a message to us.
Oh,
on there
massage. A
too.
massage.
Massage.
Yeah, no,
It's French.
patron, new patron, Canadian, 1450 patron, Daniel Fredrickson. What's up,
Yeah,
Daniel?
Dana Fridgeton and I think Chris Cuddy. I think it was last show, but
Is that like that's like the equivalent of a $10 patron? Because the Canadian or what? I don't know. I don't know
It's
how that works.
$10.
It's $10. But thanks. We really appreciate your Canadian
Thank you.
dollars.
Welcome to the shout out, and you get a shout out on the show.
And we love
So
our friends from up north where it is cold and they love hockey games a lot.
yeah, we appreciate you as people.
We do. I was just
I don't know
saying
what's going with that.
just saying that like when we come together, the western front of Saturn is pretty strong. You know, if we got Canada, we don't have
Canadian.
we don't have a whole lot of
Canadian
like friends from Mexico, and I think the Saturn was probably big in Mexico too. But we got a friend from Peru, and he's a huge Saturn fan. We got
that's an understatement for the one person.
we need to get some Brazilians on the cast sometime. Talk about
We
Saturn
did
in
that. Didn't
Brazil.
we do that?
No, we got
No, we did
Portugal. We did the Portugal.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
weird that it's all Portugal.
yeah. We
That
did,
is so
we
weird.
did Portugal, but we didn't do, and of course, Brazilians speak Portuguese as well, but we didn't get the tech toy side of Saturn. We need to do that. Blue
The
Moon
tech-
says he's spiritually Canadian. I think Shadow Mask is too, right?
Yeah.
You're not Canucks, you're
Papetsu's
just
in
Nucks. Portugal. Okay. Oh, Papetsu.
Shouts
Okay,
out
he's
Papetsu.
Portugal. Yeah, shouts to Portugal, where Dragon Ball was immensely popular and sold Saturns.
Portugal.
So that game sold Saturns more than Virtua Fighter. Crazy.
Exactly. But yeah, let's shout out them patrons. So
Sounds
big
good.
Shouts out Murder of Crows, Blue Moon 95, Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Nate Lawrence, Cerillion, our new Daniel Fredrickson, our new $10 all access patron, David Zaney, Derek, aka A-Team, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Jim Clasher Rank, Justin, Momphis, Normal Guy, Newt Rageous, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dished, Sig Steve, Stone Man, Snooky Trev, Theron Brown, and Young Money Sawi. If you guys want to get shouted on the show, you get back at the $10 and up level, and you get awesome benefits at the $3 and up level as well, such as the early game patches. You get the access to our all access Discord where you talk to us and discuss cool things. The early magazines when we did those, I guess, and then the routers definitely for sure. And then if you backset the $1 and up level, you get quite a bit. You get your name shout out in the magazine. Well, everyone one up gets their name in the magazine. So if you guys like that, we
should probably do a thing where where our top level patrons are able to, like, what do we call that? The producer level. Like maybe they're able to request a theme or like a subject for an editor's corner or something like that. I think that would be cool.
We can add that to the VIP one.
Like I'm sure that.
Do you guys want that?
Yeah. So our VIP. I want to do that. I think that it would be great to give you guys the opportunity to request. Now I can't say that we'll like do it immediately, but if there's something that you really want us to talk about and it's reasonable,
send us a message.
Like, I mean, if you want us to talk about Atari Jaguar, we're probably going to have to get somebody else on to help us out, because I could get Andrew Mastercast. He owes me a favor. I could get him on. We could talk Atari Jaguar if you really want. But yeah, I think that would be cool.
I think we already have vote on the topics we want to cover on the cast.
Yeah,
we should actually put a poll up for the next one.
Now, have you added Daniel Fredrickson to our Discord, our inner circle chat? Like, how does that work?
He should be auto added
auto added. Okay.
Yeah, as long as he associates his Discord account on here, it should be auto added.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you're a patron and you're not on Discord, then you're kind of missing out on like a lot. Because again, like I realize Discord is a platform and you may have it or you may not, but like a lot of what we do goes on Discord, and if you guys want to stay plugged in and stay tuned to like what's going on in the Saturn scene, it really makes sense to join the Discord, That's all I can say.
Yeah, so yeah, I just added to the VIP patrons. That's the 5th one on there. Got a lot of cool benefits. I was always worried at first when I did it that I don't think we do enough to justify it, but I think we're doing quite a bit too. So I'm happy that we're and if you guys are unhappy and want more stuff or think you guys have benefits that you'd like, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna be a no for feet picks and like massages.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a hard no for me, but like we can figure something out. Like if you guys have suggestions or things that you want to do.
Pat,
because we're open.
So you're gonna be streaming in the next hour, right? Yeah, you're going to be streaming some Shadow of the Tusk, yeah?
Yep, Shadow of the Tusk.
With Dan, Retrospectors?
Yep.
Is that right?
The modems, I think we're going to do... I don't know, we'll have to discuss that. I think it's going to be $3 and up for the modems, right?
Who gets dibs on, like, the first modem?
Like the first access, yeah.
I mean, like, we have not discussed that. We just said that the patrons should have dibs,
Yeah. So yeah, we don't know
yet. Again, when it comes to the modems, you need to be serious about online play, okay? Because these are not shelf candy. We're gonna unbox these. We're gonna put stuff in there and make it like a kit, and then send it to you. And you are required to
won't put bombs in it.
you've got to get online, and you've got to join our online tournaments, because that's the whole thing. Is we need Double Dime's over here like begging people to join the online tournaments and stuff, and it's tough because we have a skeleton crew right now, but I mean we're hoping to add like 20 more people to the online tournament board, and then it'll be a lot easier to find matchups.
In the chat right now.
What's up?
Apparently both Dan and Pudgy Bunny volunteered their feet picks for the Patreon bonuses.
Yeah. James, James, if you get a net link, if you get your online setup, I will definitely play some. I'm down to play some online Sega Rally for sure.
That needs to happen, mate. That's brilliant. You guys have got that up and running. I've seen the videos on the channel. It looks insane.
It's so much fun. I played Emily M64, and she's in the UK. And honestly, I was on Wi-Fi, and it could have been better, but it wasn't terrible. Like we had some matches, and some of them were better than others. But I was on Wi-Fi then. I just got new internet, and I'm wired now, and it's been night and day different. Like I've been having a lot better matches. So I'm looking to maybe go up against her again and see how that goes, if there's any improvement. And yeah, definitely, I'd love to see more folks in the UK get online with their Saturns, because for some stupid god unknown reason, like the UK, they had the VCD card, they had other stuff like the photo CD and stuff like that, but they didn't have a net link. I can't believe it, you know. They had a magazine, they had 2 magazines dedicated to Saturn, you know. So it's just kind of weird, but yeah, no, we need to get more UK folks. Pat, what are you doing? Are you setting up the stream? You've gone radio.
If by setting up it, I didn't touch it at all, then yes, I am setting up the stream.
Okay. Well,
I did not touch it at all, but I probably should.
I probably
should do that.
Yeah. So thanks to everybody for supporting us. Thanks for the financial support. Thanks for the moral support, sharing it out the streams and stuff like that. Thanks to the Sega guys for just being great guys and producing great Sega related content. You guys, if you haven't heard their podcast, you really owe it to yourself to go do that. And also, you know, we just want to remind you to play your Sega Saturn. And until next time, this has been SaturnDave and SaturnDave and TraynoCo.
I'm such an idiot.
What?
I just switched the overlay when getting it ready when we're doing the live stream. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's pretty much par for the course with this show. Anyway, Dragons of Saturn is Daniel Fredrickson. Now we've doxed him, but anyway, he doxed himself right here in the chat. But I didn't. Now I can make that connection. Okay, so hey, Daniel, thanks, appreciate it. So yeah, I think that's everything. I hope I didn't ignore anybody in the chat.
Don't worry, I'll ignore them if you didn't.
But yeah, until next time, and I promise I won't end the stream this time. Pat is going to grab it and stream in the next hour, but I will roll credits. Until next time, this is SaturnDave and TraynoCo reminding you that you must play your Sega Saturn. Peace.
Play it, bruh. Play that funky music.
SEGA Saturn SHIRO!
Pat.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just staying all set up.
Okay, cool. There you are.
Froze on me. There we go. All right. Oh crap! My the controller. Dropped it in my desk. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay,
the humanity.
It just dropped right underneath my desk. My favorite. We're live, people. We're live. Oh, I have to reset Saturn. Alrighty, let's hope this one's not messed up this time. Alright, today we are playing some Shadow of the Tusk. Or Tusk of the Shadow, something of the Tusk. Oh, come on. Why does it keep doing this? Keeps just doing that over and over again. I just want to see the options, please. I hate when that it does that. Alright, who wants to hop on and play some Shadow of the Tusk with me online? If I can get it working. Shadows of the Musk. Anybody know a fix for that? I don't know why it goes to black all of a sudden and doesn't do anything.
You're the only one I've seen experience that, man.
It's so weird.
We should
There
probably
we
get
go.
you in the Fenrir chat so you can talk to Sed.
We'll get that sorted out because I keep having that issue and it's annoying me. I haven't updated the firmware yet, so hold on, let me see. Someone said you're using a PS4. Yep, using a PS4 controller. Myself a little bit here. Oh, I'm not doing the virtual cam anymore. There we go. Yep, PS4 controller, 500 edition, just to make it easier. I like the controllers a little bit better. Very nice. Using a Bluetooth adapter. Alright, so we're gonna do Shadows translated. Probably hide it. I don't know if it's gonna. I'll hide the capture device because it might have IPs in it. I don't want to dox anybody because I have 2 people's IP in it. Alright, did we have anyone? Didn't somebody want to play with me for the shit? Oh, is it frozen?
Yeah, we
here?
asked
good.
Dan. He said it was okay, but I'm not sure where he's at.
Yeah, good thing I didn't. I have everyone's IP in here. Rip.
So right now I'm patching my copy. It's on my disk.
Alrighty. So if anybody's interested in playing Shadow of the Tusk online, have a Saturn online, let me know and you will be added to it. If not, I don't know how to play this without it. So, oh, there it is, Dan.
Oh, there he is. Awesome.
Dan, you ready to play some games? You ready to get Shadows and Tusks?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me send you my IP live and read it out loud on the air, where nothing bad will happen when I do that.
1.
One is the loneliest number. Oh, it's the same IP. You have it already. There we go. Did you want to do the call in, or do you want me doing the call in?
Let's see.
I'll have your IP, so I guess I'll just be the SP.
Okay, you have SP? Okay.
I'll just be SP. I'll just let me know when you're ready to call. I'll unhide this and I'll do some fun stuff while we wait.
Yep. I'm just booting up the Saturn right now.
Sounds good. ID taunt. Go. Go. Adding this in, little bit of references here. There we go. Then there. Let's see. Who should we pick? I like this Shinji Ikari looking kid.
Okay, you can go into waiting whenever you want.
All right. I'll do the monster dude. All right. Oops. I'll go back. Excellent. Go return. Truth band, and I will hide because I don't want people's IP showing up. So I'll hide the video. There we go. Just in waiting right now. I'll unhide it once we get into the match, but I don't want to
Yep.
I don't
Sounds
want
good.
to DDoS you.
So you're going to configure that broadband adapter tomorrow?
Yeah, I have some time ready.
Nice.
It says I'm waiting right now. Oh, there it is, answering phone. Ping average. Ooh, we're getting some decent ping, about 33.2 ms. No, sorry, 95, 97. It's in the 90s.
Oh, I was gonna
unfortunately.
say 33. Wow.
Yeah, we're in the 90s. Okay, I showing his IP right there. He's Santa Claus. I really wish I could show it. It's funny. Like Santa. Unfortunately, there's my IP in it. Okay, I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. You can hear all that's happening, you just can't see it. Oh yeah, this is happening. Do 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 do. Whoa, yeah. There we go. Shadows of the Tusk. Tusky Kooski. Tell us what you learned about how to play the game. Don't pick your HQ on a guy that loses their health every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Go TraynoCo.
So this game is perfect for the tournament because then we can play people overseas without having to worry about the lag affecting gameplay.
See what we can do. It's not gonna lose HP every 5 seconds. Just 12. I'll try to do what Dave did and get, like, just get a bulky guy to sit in the back. Who's that bulky guy he used last time?
Savage is one.
Was it Savage that he used?
Savage is in the pack of 9 that we have picked for to keep it fair between everybody.
Yeah. What was the stone one? There's one that there's stone one. What does that do?
Stone makes it so that I don't think you can like move for the whole game if you get used. If you use that on someone.
I'll use that. I'll just have him. He'll be my dude. Dual expand. All right. Tusker. Alrighty, let's play some games. Tusker Carls. Yeah, but you see it's in English, so now we know what's going on. Thank you again, Knight, for that.
Yep, have fun. At least now you know how to get mana.
Exactly. Get mana, get power. Game starts. Last man after all in each place. Finally, I get turn 1 for once. Summon. What the heck does regenerate do?
It tells you. Oh, you can't see the hint there. When your guy dies, if you have the mana, he'll revive with whatever HP is listed on the help there.
Nice. Go. Can I move him? Is he just summoned? Classic Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna strengthen. Oh god, I have to move him to do that. Go. It's a bit of lag, a bit of lag. Strengthen on them right there. Alright, it's on for him. I can move him, but I don't want to. Yeah, animation's off already. And end my turn. Here we go.
Are you still in the old one?
What do you mean?
Did you patch one that I sent like 2 hours, 3 hours ago?
Yeah.
Alright, that's weird.
Why?
Because the one screen saw that period at the end. I'll have to find it. Good thing you're recording this.
Yeah. See, isn't the best part about live debugging? You can just go back and check. Thinking about the network players currently thinking. Risky business getting so close to me like that. Later Dragons of Saturn. Hopefully you had a good time. Allow them to think. They just gotta think a bit. Ow. That was not Paragon of you, sir. Go. Alright, got some manners. Lost it. There.
So Knight, did you like have different options for the font, or did you just have like one font that you could pick?
It's using whatever the game font is. I didn't change the font or anything.
Oh, cool.
I probably could do this. Right.
Joe is here.
Yo, Joe.
Yay.
I'm here mostly as a spectator. I can't really talk right now.
Oh. Dang, you didn't have enough damage to kill that dude. I technically could do that if I walk over and kill him, but then it would give him a big boost. And you can't really exactly attack from right there, unfortunately. That sucks. End my turn. Some special effects. Ooh, we got a new patron. Shout out Julian. He made $1.15 Canadian Patreon. Thank you very much. Ow. That's a good one. I should probably use that one. It's a good harassing unit. Oh, I think I know what you're gonna do. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, you son of a... Aw, that is weak sauce. Aw, that's balls. Oh, come on! I like wailed at that guy and he took him down in one hit. Oh no, he killed himself. Oh no, was that your kid? No, yeah, you just killed yourself. Okay. Oh no, that's your guy. Oh, well, that's rip. Is it 12? 7. Right. How many bicycles are gonna move? Say I punch you. Shh. You take that. Beat his ass. Slowly moving, slowly moving.
So the animations are translated also.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So like there's like things in the animation that does stuff like there's text in the animation, or
I believe so, but I don't play with the animation normally. Because there is that one phrase that we think Pamela says.
They talk during the animation?
I don't know, but
Oh.
if you were in the chat, I believe you saw some of the text we found. We gotta find where they say that stuff.
Was it dirty? I don't think I remember. Was it dirty stuff?
Oh yeah.
What? Really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's right. Oh, that was it. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, I didn't know. I thought there's just move names.
No, I don't know where that stuff's at yet.
Damn, I cannot hit anybody. Yeah, you're good. Pretty sure you're gonna own me. You're gonna kill me this one. Just gonna get punched in the gut. Ouch. Is that probably the one move that's gonna hit the across the table? Hit me straight across that one move that'll probably just kill me. Just getting pounded in the butt. Rip. GG's.
GG's.
I like how quiet you were the entire time. You didn't say anything. I was like, all right. You're just hyper focused.
I just had my head like glued to the screen.
Yeah, I was like, dang. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal that HQ. I like that one better. That harassing thing is no joke. You just shoot the laser across the thing. Yeah, probably just do the rematch. I probably have enough time to do one more and then that's it.
Okay. I'll pick different characters this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. It's like the thing where it's like you learn for the first time. Oh, that character can do that. Okay. So it's like just learning by getting wrecked. Stealing his HQ options because I don't know how to play this game. I saw what move that was. I'm guessing that's Aqua Edge that kept hitting me in the face.
Yeah.
That screw looks pretty nice. Dark breath. Holy shit, 50. Alright. Huh. Self blow, huh. Don't think I'll be using that one.
You wish though.
Shh, be quiet.
That's a healing move.
Just tell people. There we go. I think I'm ready. We'll see what I can cook up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's only the online portion of it though, or are you doing the entire game night?
No, I'm just handling the battles and whatnot. I'm not gonna bother with the story anytime soon.
Yeah, we should definitely emphasize that this is only for online play purposes.
Well, you could play the local game, you just won't understand the story.
Yeah. You know, worse. I just want to clarify that for everyone to make sure that it's just right now. It's just the online portion, so we play on an X-band and I have to look up every single time I want to see what something does. If there's a don't know, this is the Sega Saturn actual hardware online, so this isn't like any trickery or some emulator thing. This is the actual Sega Saturn hardware, connect to a modem, connect to my PC, going to a Retrospector's PC and wherever he lives. I don't know where you live. Where do you live, Retrospectors?
New York.
New York, yeah. So quite literally halfway across the country, or all the way across the country. I'm in Arizona. He's in New York City, so or New York, not the city. Quite a bit of distance. Oh, speed up a bit. That's weird.
Yeah, what? Whoa, what's going on here?
That's weird.
I'm getting whiplash.
Yeah, let me see what my ping's at right now. Alright, it dropped. It's still 90s, but it's going fast. That's weird.
Well, we might actually be able to afford turning on animations.
Maybe. Someone with him? No, I can't. Let's do harassment though. Well, Aqua Edge does it to everybody too. Summon. Yeah, web 6. We'll try Kendra. I mean, Fireball too. Wait, did that not do anything?
The leader I chose has a passive skill where he's immune to magic.
Are you kidding me? That's so stupid. I didn't even know that. Did it even say that? No, it doesn't. It's so dumb. One of those gotcha
It says it for
things.
him.
That's some gotcha BS right there. Also, why does the person at someone look like they're topless?
Oh yeah. Have you seen the cover of this game? It's like one of the characters is like one of the chicks, and they just like
Yeah.
have her front and center.
Alrighty. You can post a link here, Shadow Mask, if you want. I don't care if you put it in the chat, it's fine. A little after show entertainment, I like it. Jesus. Alright. No, the translation's still a work in progress, currently. Rip. I'll send it my character though. Awesome. I moved her. Oh, that's fun. What else can we do? Some as well. Oh, and Jolly Rogers at least use the rest of my mana. So what's that ninja doing? It just gives him an extra mana each turn.
Which one?
The ninja dude, the one that the +1.
The magician guy?
Yeah, the one that's the left side. Let's say there's a +1 that's going over him in the beginning of the turn.
Oh, that means that you're on that middle row. So
Yeah.
you get +1 mana if you're on that middle row. That's red.
what it is. It's not showing the +5. Okay.
Yeah, the +5 is from your leader,
Yeah.
which it might be cut off for you. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. It is the laggy thing, so that makes sense. Ow. No, we don't have a Twitch channel up a bit, so mostly because we just stream on here. So it's kind of pointless to do a YouTube channel for that. Oh, this is a cool shirt. Oh, that might be a cool idea. No pun intended, of course. Damn, only 1 HP, alright. I'll hurt them though. Five. I don't know how much damage they do. Is there a way to see how much damage they'd be doing?
Unless it says it in the description, then no. Unless the spells might say it though. When you click on the spells.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, how much damage your players will do, like from a basic attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so where it says the HP, it says AP above it.
Yeah.
That's the number that it'll do from a regular attack.
I gotcha. Yeah. So. Do the awkward edge.
If you also highlight their name in this mode, it'll tell you their info.
Oh, nice. Can't attack after that. Yeah, I don't know. The Twitch really do it a lot. We just do it for like an hour and that's about it. An hour or two at most, like once a week. Ow. I didn't know about that. I haven't even actually played against any computers yet. I only just played people online, so... Lots of mana, that's good. I'll try something spicy. I wonder if I can do this. I'll probably do this first. That'll hit both of them. I just hit one of them and it hits both of them, or for the. Oh, let's try it. I guess they both resist the magic, I guess. How do I check if the CP is resistant to magic?
If you click on the yellow guy,
Yeah.
and then on the bottom it says anti-magic.
Anti-magic. It's super healing though. That dude. Ouch. What's going on here? Another summon. God, not that dude. Summon anybody. Gotta do damage to this dude. I'm not gonna do enough though.
So Pat, I heard you and Dave were talking very briefly about Phantasy Star, like the originals. Did you play the Genesis games?
Yeah, I played 2 and a bit of 3, but 3 kind of sucked, so didn't really play that much.
3 picks up towards the end. Like story-wise, like it's got a nice thing going on at the end of the game.
I'll definitely be down. I definitely want to try it again eventually, but I was really talking about because I want to do it online. Like, because I have the broadband adapter, it'd be cool just to play it online. And it's like do a stream, it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, you totally should.
I just need to get like the keyboard for it.
They got some custom quests on the private server that they added.
That's kind of cool.
Some of them are pretty nice, yeah.
Check that one out. Am I gonna be able to do enough damage? No, I'm not. I cannot. Yeah, because I can't even. Fireball do 2. I'm try moving him away, but. I'll end everyone suffering.
Wow. I forgot that the game will let you do that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you got me. There's no way I'm gonna be able to tank that.
I pulled a fast one on you, picking a anti-magic leader.
Yeah, well, at least I know the strats for those, so I can use that one, so I don't get BS where just hit across the map constantly.
Yeah, yeah.
I said these games are all just gotcha games, so it's like you gotta like. You should probably hide this because IPs are probably gonna be popping up. But yeah, good game. It's kind of really fun to play that online. I just need to get good at it.
You hit the wrong thing.
Oop. There we go. Alright. Well, actually, I'll just leave it here. So I don't show any IPs if I do that. Alright. Well, thank you again, guys, for watching. I appreciate that. Had a really fun time. Thank you again, Dan, aka the Retrospectors, for joining us. You can check out his YouTube channel. Do you want to plug anything before we go, Dan?
No. You must play your Sega Saturn.
Exactly. Exactly. You must play your Sega Saturn. I need this hand to do the edit.
So I don't even think I patched my disc, my image properly because mine wasn't even in English. I don't think I did it right.
What do you mean you didn't do it right?
The zip that